are going from bad to worse for Andrew Tate. Yesterday, we talked about Andrew Tate and his crying on the internet, begging people for sympathy. Guys, please help me out. They're coming for me again. Today, they're seizing all of his cars. And my honest reaction is, good. Take this nigga's cars. Because if we look here, first thing we see is a nice Lamborghini Huracan, and it's blue and it's amazing. And I'm guessing this is like the top trim of the Lamborghini Huracan. Then after that, what do we have here? Oh, it's a McLaren. It's Andrew Tate's famous purple McLaren. And then right behind the McLaren, what do we have here? Oh, it's a Ferrari wrapped in purple gay. And I'm sitting here in a used Mercedes. How the fuck do you expect me to care about you? Nah. This isn't even an AMG. This is the regular kind. For crying out loud. So I'm sitting here in the back of a used Mercedes. Who knows what this car's been through? I got it from a hood rat dealership. All your cars come straight from the factory, new, smelling like new. Nobody's ever pissed in your car. My car smells like urine. Man, I took it to the car wash. I told them, listen, really scrub through the rugs. There's urine in there. Somebody urinated in this vehicle before I purchased it. These are the things that I have to deal with, and you want me to take time from worrying about my problems to worry about your problems? Nigga, fuck you. I mean, just look. I mean, the tow trucks just do not stop coming. There's like an endless supply of tow trucks coming out of this man's property. This is Andrew Tate's home, the infamous cheese factory. Remember, I told you, Andrew Tate went to Romania with a bunch of money, purchased a cheese factory, shut the factory down, put all the people out of work. Look this up. This is real. That scumbag Andrew Tate bought a cheese factory in Romania, shut the place down, put all these people out of work. These people lost their jobs because Andrew Tate wanted to convert it into a mansion and fart and smoke cigars all day and piss in a pool. And everybody always talks about these women that were trafficked by Andrew Tate. But what about the people that used to work in that cheese factory that lost their job, their livelihood? Send that rat Andrew Tate to prison and bring back the cheese. So let me get this straight. You're dogging beautiful white women. Beautiful, pure white women from Europe. But buying white women wasn't enough for you, was it, Andrew? My dream. When I'm around white women, I just can't contain myself. I go crazy. I start panicking and fidgeting. I start letting farts out. I can't control myself when I'm around fat white women. They're irresistible. I love the smell of a white woman. I like their dirty white feet. There's everything about a white woman that drives me insane. And Andrew Tate was given the blessing from God to be around all these white women and do whatever he wanted with them. And you would think Andrew Tate must be the happiest man in the world being around all these white women, right? Wrong. Because it's never enough for this dirty, good-for-nothing rat. Pay close attention to what this good-for-nothing dog did to the precious white woman.
I did this by creating a webcam studio. By taking girls who didn't know how to be effective on webcam, girls who had never done webcam before, girls who didn't have the equipment, didn't have the know-how, didn't have the will, didn't have the premises, didn't have the ability to make money with this exchange. I created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this, allowed me to retain 100% control of their income, allowed me to make sure they were effective, because it's a super competitive industry. Don't think this is easy money. You're just going to put a girl on the camera and they're going to get rich straight away. No, it's very competitive and it's very difficult. I learned every tip and trick it takes to make sure a girl gets paid. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away. Because once you teach a girl how to do this, she has the ability to make unlimited money from home. Why would she still give it to you? Why does she just run off and keep it all for herself? Why are you getting your percentage? I learned how to do everything to take a nobody and make her a somebody. I learned how to take a nothing, turn her into a cash cow. And betas from all across the world would be sending money into my bank account.
I want you to imagine a beautiful blonde with blonde hair and blue eyes, 21 years old, maybe even younger, because this guy's an animal, stuck in a cheese factory that was converted into a mansion and being forced to work by this animal, making tens of thousands of dollars and no way to escape. So this good-for-nothing rat can have a Lamborghini. So this good-for-nothing rat can sell a course on how to pimp white women. When it comes to women that look like me, women that come from where I come from, minorities, let's just say what it is, minorities. Lock them in the dungeon of the cheese factory for all I care. We don't care. But when you go ahead and exploit and you abuse and you traumatize blonde, blue-eyed having loving white Caucasian women, we have a problem. And it's a serious problem, my friend. You know, you had your run, Andrew Tate. It was a good run while it lasted. But we're sick of it. Every single person that supports you is sick of it. Where's my Lambo? Where's my money? Where's my white women? I have to settle for the lowest form of white women. Fat white women. Oh yeah, that's what I have to settle for. I have to settle for fat white women that like minorities like me. That's what I have to deal with. That's not the kind that I want. I want fat white women with dirty feet that like white guys, but somehow by the miracle of God, fell in love with me. I want pogs. You ever heard of the term pogs? Because that's all I ever think about. Pogs and white women and skinny snow bunnies. But then you get a rat like Andrew Tate gets around all these white women, and what does he do? This animal forced his victims to tattoo his disgusting name all over their bodies.
Well, how many girls have your name on them now?
22. I got 20. I'm on 22.
22. Oh man.
He wanted me to get his name tattooed at all costs.
He wanted me to tattoo his name on me.
Yeah, the branding actually comes up in the 86-page document that was obtained from Romania. Let me read part of that. It says the criminal activities of these defendants are a form of slavery, according to the prosecutor's office, like 19th century U.S. slave owners who branded their slaves with a red iron. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate defendants brand their victims with tattoos indicating that they are the defendant's property. For example, they have tattoos with the message, owned by Tate.
A lot of these girls that are trafficked, their pimps will brand them to show ownership. It's a sign of ownership. And so they come here and we either lighten and remove them, or we have affiliates where they can go to get them covered with.
Wait a minute. Slavery? White women? What's going on over here? Lock him up! Throw that good-for-nothing dog in prison and never let him out! And don't even auction off his cars or sell them to get some money for the state. Send all his cars to the junkyard and have them scrap like a soda can. Because this is ridiculous. This is blood money this guy has on her hand. Those cars came from blood money of a beautiful blonde white woman. Those cars are cursed. Those cars are cursed. They're destined to go to hell, just like Andrew Tate for what he did to these white women. We have to make an example out of this guy. In what world do we live in where white women, beautiful blonde white women, are slaves? You tell me. No, I'm serious now. That doesn't even make any sense. And the more I look into it, the worse it gets for this guy. And by the way, it's all his fault. This guy, Andrew Tate, could have been surrounded by all these beautiful white women, made all those hundreds of thousands of dollars from the cam business, and drove off into the sunset. Nobody would have known who this guy. But he wanted to be Mr. Viral. He wanted to be Mr. Big Shot on the internet. And by the way, that cute-ass nigga Tristan Tate isn't any better. Yeah, Tristan Tate, he needs to go to prison as well. Self-snitching on the internet, posting videos like these.
Me running a webcam studio. Paid for this car, that car, these two cars.
These guys who jerk off on webcams, they bought me my Lamborghini. So if you let the girl be in charge of her own phone contact with members who like her, you are setting yourself up to get scammed. All she has to do is type a sort code and account number to a member, and that has happened to me before. I went to the room, smashed the room up, told her I knew what she did. She sent me all the money, but that has happened to me before. I like to keep the girl's passwords. I log them in and log them out. If you give the girl the password to her account, there's a chance she could run away and try it by herself. If you let them take full control over their accounts, they will run away. And Andrew made our first few $1 million running webcam studios. $150,000, $250,000 a month.
So let me get this straight. With your cam business, you were making $150,000 a month, but that wasn't enough for you. You see, you also wanted the fame. You wanted to be the cool on the internet. And then after you have hours upon hours, compilations of self-snitching on the internet, you say shit like this to us.
Guys, there's a lot of accounts on Twitter who are constantly pushing misinformation about us. Many of them work directly for DCOT because DCOT are very scared and very annoyed that they've lost the narrative war, and we have proof that they're DCOT agents. So they're literally DCOT agents pushing their garbage. You can ignore them totally. This is not going to last.
It's not going to last forever. Nobody believes them anymore. And it's extremely important that we keep getting this narrative out there that they're lying, that they're corrupt. They would never be coming after us.
Guys, there's a lot of accounts that are working for the Romanian justice system. Guys, go after, defend me on the... Guys, defend me on the internet, please. Defend me on the internet. Nigga, pay me. Pay me $200,000. I'll defend you on the internet, Andrew Tate. Nigga, you going to jail, nigga. Oh, you going to jail now? You and your cute little brother going to jail. And we don't give a f about it either. We don't give a f about it. You were sleeping with white women. You were driving around exotic cars. You were living in a cheese factory. You converted to a mansion. We're not living this type of lifestyle. We don't care when people like you die. We don't care when people like you fail. We don't care. We're not gonna fight for you. You don't represent us. You don't represent me now. Where's my Porsche? Where's my GT3 RS? Where's my Lambo? Fuck I look like defending you on the internet? Ho ass nigga? Fuck a nigga talking about? Guys, asking for the evidence. Guys, please. Guys. My nigga, you're retarded. You were raw dogging minors and you bragged about it and told everybody about it. Everybody did the math. Even Abba and Preach were talking about this. My man, you're cooked. You're finished out here in these streets. It's over for you. And again, remember, you're all on your own on this one. Nobody gives a shit. You didn't let me drive your Lambos. You didn't let me drive your Porsches. You didn't let me sleep with these beautiful blonde women. You did it all. You were enjoying it all on your own without me. So don't come now asking us to protect you on the internet. My nigga, you're on your own.